Hey guys, thanks for joining us again for another segment in the YouTube channel, Long Live the Brains. I'm back here with Sondra, who again has graciously agreed to talk a little bit about her dealing with seeing her mom develop mild cognitive impairment that later progressed into dementia. And last time we were talking, she was living with you and your family, and
Yes.
And it sounds like things were kind of coming to a head, and we were getting to a decision point of maybe things needed to change. And so that's where we're picking up.
Right, and that's exactly true. I mean, again, my mother is a wonderful woman. I love her. But, she was with us for a year. That changes your family dynamic in many ways.
And remind us who all's at home.
Okay, so I have my husband and myself, and I had a daughter that just left for college. So my mother literally took her room, which made that part convenient,
Sure.
logistically. And then my other daughter was at the time in high school, and my son in middle school. And don't forget my two dogs. My mom calls them, she calls them precious pups. She adores my little dogs. So anyway, yeah, a busy house, a very busy house. I was working before my mother moved in. I took a leave of absence because of obviously watching after her. So that changed my life, and just, it was a full-time job as I hate to say caregiver, but I think I mentioned in a previous segment that my mom called me, "Okay, Mom," to me.
Right.
She kind of figured that out, like, okay, our roles are changing, and I didn't really like that, but what else could I have done? I mean, someone has to do it. Someone has to make meals and drive and do things, so it was me.
Yeah, so you got to the decision to look into other options.
I had to, again, a year, and I tried various things. I tried going back to her home because she knew my house was not her home.
Taking her back to her.
I did take her back to her home, and I got a very underwhelming reaction from her, which surprised me because I thought she'd be so excited. And that really surprised me, honestly. We went back and I spent some time, and she didn't appreciate anybody coming in to help, caregiver-wise. They were strangers. So that was a no-go. But I really felt good about checking off that box. I needed to know as a daughter that I did all the right things, trying everything, living with me, putting her back in her home. And then when that didn't work out, I thought, well, let me look into, and I really was a fish out of water. I had no clue about assisted living or memory care.
Okay.
None. I thought it was like a hospital setting or nursing home setting. I have memories of my mom's dad back in the day when he was in a nursing home, and it was not very warm and welcoming, and I didn't want that. But when I researched and took my time, went online, and then ruled out a lot of things online and looked at location and looked at ratings, and anyway, I narrowed it down to several places to tour and was very pleasantly surprised.
So what were some of the, you mentioned that you were expecting, I guess, kind of a sterile, not really a homey environment. So what were kind of the things you looked for on the internet? That sounds like that was the format that you did.
I did. I just kind of Googled reviews for assisted living, memory care within my certain zip code or whatever, and just kind of started with that. And then I select, you wean out a few, and then I selected maybe 5 to tour, and I did. And I took pictures and took notes and did all the right things. I did take her with me, by the way.
When you actually went?
I did not bring my mom. It was just me. I had someone watch her while I went because I knew that she'd be reluctant. And that really was very enlightening because I really found that, gosh, first of all, I'm looking at my mom being 81 years old. At the time, she was not even 80. But, and I mentioned before, yes, living with me, love my mother, but she walked my dog, she folded laundry, went to the grocery store. I mean, drug her here and there, just did things with me, errands, but I kind of wanted her to have friends and activities and mentally stimulating things for people. I wanted somebody that is trained in dementia to be able to care for her and give her a quality of life that maybe I wasn't providing.
Kind of a safe community.
Exactly, safe. I wanted a high level of care. Not that she's very, like I said, she's high functioning, but I wanted things for her to do during the day that were aside from what we were doing at my house. I don't think I was doing a disservice to her, but it wasn't enough. It was not a quality of life that I wanted for her. Everybody wants their parent, I hope, that they want them to have a loving, nurturing environment. Things, again, peers her age, friends, active outings.
Yeah.
And then I could be a daughter and maybe come visit and take her out and me come there and regain that relationship we had before.